Hello, everyone. Welcome to Coaching Think Talk. So I am Coach Candee Teng from Life Coach Philippines, and this is coaching for mental fitness. So this coaching conversation is for individuals who wants to become mentally fit so they can be empowered to take full responsibility and accountability with their decisions in life, regardless of their mental condition. And my mission is to empower 1 million individuals to become mentally fit so they can courageously journey outside of their comfortable lifestyle towards the journey of recovery of their broken name, broken identity, and broken dreams so that they can design and truly live a life of stewardship. So thank you for joining me live today, and please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are coming in from today, and please do tag a friend and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I'll be sharing with you this session. Ayan. Yeah, gumalaw lang yung table ko. Okay. So you may also give some shout outs to people you want to greet and reach out again with some inspiring message. And if you are watching on a replay, comment, please do comment hashtag replay. If and of course, I am streaming via FB page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI Dash Connect. So if you are new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. So again, this is coaching for mental fitness, and the topic for this afternoon is how fluoride affects your brain. So again, feel free to tag your friends, circulate this video. Ayan na, pag may naisip kayo, no? Someone who you think will be blessed, of course, by this session, go ahead and tag them. So, hello, Coach T. Nandiyan na si Coach T. Magandang afternoon. Okay, so in case you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Coach Candee Teng. So I'm a proud scholar of Master Coach. I'm a proud Master Builder Apprentice of Master Coach A, and we build tribe as we help your unstoppable dream to come true. I'm a proud scholar of Master Coach A's Tribe Speak, a six-step to six-figure speaking career training program, and I am the creator and founder of When Comfort is Not So Comfortable Coaching Community. So bakit nga no? So why is it all about comfort and not being and why is comfort not so comfortable? Actually, if you look at this no, para siyang contradicting because how can comfort become not so comfortable? Because often in life, no, when we talk about comfort, it is not limited to the physical comfort, but this has your mental comforts, your emotional comforts as well. And oftentimes we know that we have to grow. We know that we want to pursue something. You want to be able to discover your full potential and whatnot, no? But because it entails uncertainty, so there is fear of uncertainty. For some, there may be fear of success as well. They would choose to remain in their comfortable zones or their comforts, okay? And that is the time that you are actually already pained with comfort because eventually, you know, as you go through life, it becomes mundane and eventually it feels like you are already dragging yourself out of bed each day. So that's what it means to be pained with comfort. And when you talk about comfortable with pain, there are people who grew up very comfortable with pain. In short, if there is a life that doesn't have any pain, it's somehow alien to them, and they don't know how to really manage and go through this. No, and of course, if you grew up, no, being comfortable with pain when especially when there is trauma that is involved, no traumas, guilt, regrets, oftentimes you would say you would have this thought in your mind that you don't deserve to be happy. Ayan, you don't deserve to be happy. And that is the time you're actually already comfortable with pain. So oftentimes, no, regardless of you are comfortable with pain or pain with comfort, oftentimes we all want to journey, we all want to grow, but we are afraid, no. It's hard, it's challenging to journey life alone, but if you know that you have someone who can journey with you, then life becomes more meaningful, life becomes bearable, life becomes, of course, fun. And that is what life coaching is all about. It's all about journeying with you through your decisions, from where you are towards where you want to be. And of course, in every decisions that you make, life offers rewards and lessons with every choices that you make. And choosing not to make a choice is also a choice. So that's something that you want to keep in mind, okay? And there is no such thing as no choice. So it is either you just, alam mo yun, you just let yourself believe that there is a choice or there is no choice. So it's really up to you. It's up to your mindsets. And of course, I'm proud coachee of Master Coach A, and we will try this. And of course, right now, no, in this season, I'm with Master Coach A in terms of building a tribe. Of course, but before that, no, I came in here clinically diagnosed with multiple mental illnesses, and of course, I work with Master Coach A in terms of my mental wellness, mental health, and mental fitness. That's why we have this coaching for mental fitness, is for me to be able to journey with you through my learnings, through my experiences, and educate you about what really what is mental fitness, what is mental health, and what is the value of this in our daily lives. And of course, as a coach, no, my practice is actually focused on healing and recovery through mental fitness. And if you want to connect with me, this is my page, Life Coach Candee. And of course, I invite you to join my group when comfort is not so comfortable coaching community. All I ask, of course, is for you to answer all the membership questions for your membership to be approved. So if you won't answer your membership questions, your membership will not be approved. And of course, this if you want to connect with me, drop me some notes, ask me questions, no? Share with me your thoughts. Then feel free to connect with my personal timeline, my personal FB account. No, this is Candy Teng. So yan at yan lang yung itsura ng account ko. If you see any other account that doesn't look like exactly this, that is not me. Okay. And of course, I invite you to like and follow Decaf Coffee Republic. So Decaf Coffee Republic is the home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines. And I invite you to be a channel of love and hope as you bless someone with a meal from Decaf Coffee Republic. And of course, Decaf Coffee Republic hopes, of course, that you partner with us in bringing healing to each and every household through our food. No, as our food are prepared, there are prayers, of course, involved in it. And of course, we want you to experience the Decaf Coffee Republic experience, even at the comforts of your own home. And along with the meal, of course, let your personal message inspire someone today. So send a love note, no? A note of love, a note of encouragement, a note of inspiration. Madami pa. A note of forgiveness, a note of love. I already said love. Okay, so that's something that you want to do. And if you want to have some art on it, calligraphy, doodles, no, feel, of course, we can do that for you. So allow us to partner with you in bringing light into someone's life this season. And when you get to bless someone, of course, it feels good to you as well. And that is actually a part of your mental health as well. Okay, so be blessed all the more by becoming a blessing to other people. So before I begin, of course, I invite you to get your hashtag Pack My Bag moment. So your hashtag Pack My Bag moment are aha moments, key points, word sharings, lessons that resonated with you. These are the lessons that either pinches your heart or alam mo yung parang nabuhusan ka ng malamig na tubig. Yan, nagising-gising ka sa katotohanan. So these are usually your pack my bag moments. And of course, I invite you to share or better yet, no, type in the comment your ATM hashtag pack my bag moment. So you get to bless your fellow digital learners in this space as well. So again, feel free to share your hashtag pack my bag moment in your timeline. So you get to bless your friends. So if you want to put a context so people will know where your hashtag pack my bag moment comes from, you can put hashtag coaching think talk, hashtag mentally fit Philippines, feel, and hashtag mental fitness first. Okay, so let's talk about fluoride. Ayan, fluoride. So anything, any of this picture resonates with you, let me know. And if you are using one of them, then feel free to of course share with me, no? How often do you use them? Ayan, how often do you use them? How often do you use them? And if you have like a favorite brand, no, feel free to share with me as well. So again, the topic for this session is how fluoride affects your brain. Okay, so again, these are common household items. This is part of your personal hygiene, of course, that you use in our daily life. No, don't get me wrong. I also use this. Nako, paano tayo mag-toothpaste, di ba? Paano yun? So, malamang kailangan mo ng toothpaste, kailangan to brush your teeth. Okay, so how often do you usually use these products? 'Di ba? Meron tayong mouthwash, we have toothpaste. Ayan. So how often do you use this product? And if you have a personal preference of what brand do you use? Of course, share with me. Of course, I don't know if you experienced this, 'di ba? Oftentimes, this is what we call toothpaste. But oftentimes, we have equated toothpaste to Colgate. Ayan. Sino po yung nakaka-relate dito? Yung tipong, kailangan ko ng Colgate. Anong brand? Sa Colgate. Kailangan ko ng Colgate. Anong brand? Close up. Kaya, di ba? But Colgate actually is a toothpaste. Oftentimes, di ba, na-associate natin with the brand that is most well-known, no, and most commonly used. That's why we use Colgate as a reference to toothpaste. But it's really toothpaste. And usually mouthwash, no, ang alam nating mouthwash is Listerine, and may kilala akong bet, ano yun? Bactidol. Ayan, Bactidol. Ayan, yung mga gumagamit ng Bactidol. So there's something that you want to look at, and you want, of course, you share with me. Okay. So again, this topic is all about this is a 13-week journey, so we are on the third week. So it's a 13-step formula actually to balancing your brain chemistry without using or without dangerous prescription medication. So in the last 2 weeks, I have discussed with you how what are the common household toxins that you have in your houses, and how you can remove them and replace them. Of course, it's more of remove, because in household toxins, kaya talaga siya i-remove. You just have to opt for better products, no. And for the second one is replacing grooming products. So just last week, I have discussed, no, different grooming products that you can use, that you can replace, and as well the ingredients, okay, the chemical ingredients that you want to really look into when you are buying, no, when you're buying your grooming products. And of course, for this week, it's all about reducing exposure to fluoride. Sabi, bakit ka magre-reduce ng exposure to fluoride? Ang binigay ko, di ba, the example that I just gave is this, no, mouthwash and toothpaste. These are everyday items that we use, no, more than once a day. So did you know that our everyday exposure to environmental toxins can result in defective mitochondrial cell function, which causes dementia, Alzheimer, depression, anxiety, and other very common neurological diseases? Hello, Coach Nords, magandang afternoon. So they do, and our bodies actually is a huge chemistry factory, and are designed to restore and heal ourselves. So that's how beautiful the body is. Hello, Mayor Leonard na yan. So they do it without us even thinking about all the biochemistry that's going on. And in order for all the healing, of course, and restoration of the biochemistry to take place, to get your body back in its shape, no, back to health, your body, of course, need nutrients. And oftentimes, our body feed on nutrients from food sources, supplements, ayan. But of course, no matter how good the nutrients are that we feed, um, it can only do so much unless we really eliminate the toxins that is preventing our cells of repairing itself. And if you see me looking here, I'm looking at the press mat, okay? So did you know that 95% of neurological diseases are actually caused by environmental influences? That's why we are looking at our environmental influences. Ano ba yung mga ginagamit natin? Who are the people that we are surrounding ourselves with? And only 5% are actually caused by genetics. So for this afternoon, it's all about reducing your exposure to fluoride and knowing, no, how fluoride actually affects your brain. So fluoride inhibits certain chemical reactions in your body and can actually affect your brain chemistry. So yung mga toothpaste natin and mouthwash natin, ayan, it can really, really affect our brain health. Okay, so if you look at this, again, it's all about exposure to fluoride. So pag nakita nyo, di ba, sa commercial, ang haba ng toothpaste no, na ni-squeeze, but in reality, you just need a pea-size amount. Ganun lang naman talaga. But often, kasi nga nakikita natin sa commercial, no, that's how it is done. That's how we do it. But that is already, that already exceeds, no, the amount that we really need. So fluoride inhibits certain chemical reactions in the body and affect brain chemistry. Ayan. So, opt for purified drinking water that has gone through a reverse osmosis purification system and avoid toothpaste with fluoride in favor of brands without fluoride. Okay, so why did I talk about water with fluoride? Did you know that your water actually contains fluoride? Some of the water actually contains fluoride, and of course, I'm sure that we are not aware of it, no? Alam lang natin is water. Ayan. So, hello, Joy. Thank you for joining. Yeah. So, here, ayan. So, avoid drinking water with fluoride because it is dangerous. It is actually a toxin. Okay, it is a toxic chemical. It is a neurotoxin. So, utak yan, sa utak. Okay. Did you know that it lowers IQ and it slows brain function? So, this is something that I got, no? Usually the people with high fluoride, water with fluoride, and yan yung mga city na yan. So this is in the States, okay? So, ano nga ba yung purpose? Why am I really saying this? So if you look at this, ayan. So we have fluoride free. I don't know if you are like very aware if your water is just doesn't contain any fluoride or if it contains fluoride. So this is something that you want to look at. Malamang, di ba, pag fluoride free, very natural yung water, malamang it doesn't have any side effect. But if your water has fluoride in it, then you can have tons of problems. So I will be sharing later the problems, no, that you can get from having fluoride, too much fluoride in your body. Okay, so it lowers your IQ. Yung the fluorosis, there's such a thing as dental fluorosis and skeletal fluorosis. Yung dental fluorosis, yung nag-iiba yung kulay ng teeth mo, yung hindi na siya pantay, may brownish siya. So that is using too much toothpaste, okay? And of course, if you're drinking the fluoride water, of course, isa din yon. And the skeletal fluorosis, of course, is if you are exposed so much with toothpaste yan, it goes towards your bones. So may ganyan siya. So what you need to know about water fluoridation, ayan, chemicals used to fluoridate the drinking water. So madami siya dyan, so you can just screenshot it. But then again, I will really dive into this as well. So if you look at it, bakit nga ba nilalagyan ng fluoride yung water? It started because fluoride is known really to protect, no, the cavities, to prevent cavities. Yun kasi talaga yun. And ano talaga dito, children suffers, diba, from so many tooth problems. Ayan, kaya nilagyan ng fluoride yung water. So if you look at this, no, fluorine is actually the world's 13th most abundant element and constitutes 0.08% of the Earth's mass. So it has the highest electronegativity of all elements. And fluoride is actually widely distributed in the environment. So naturally occurring naman siya, no? It occurs in air, soils, rocks, and water. So meron talagang water na there's natural fluorides in it. And there is, of course, water na talagang humanly injected, no? Yung fluoride. So fluoride has actually a potential to cause major adverse human health problems while having only a modest dental caries prevention act. No? So usually, ginamit talaga yung fluoride para sa dental uses, no? And usually they implemented this, no, it's a research that first they implemented this in order para inumin lang ng bata na poprotektahan na yung kanilang teeth, no, from cavities, from bacteria and whatnot. So yun talaga yung intention. But recent studies already saw that the fluoride water is actually not good for the health. Okay, so fluoride added to water toothpaste is a public health measure thought to prevent dental decay. Kasama na rin dyan ang mouthwash. And of course, build healthy teeth. O sino yung mga may alam dito, di ba? Yung mga nabuhay nakikita ng commercial of toothpaste, how it removes germs and how it prevents, of course, dental decay, no, and build healthy teeth. Okay. So yun talaga the purpose of that. Okay. So the impact of fluorine on human teeth was actually recognized in 1909 in Colorado, United States, no, when two dental surgeons, si Frederick McKay and si Grant Black, launched an investigation into the causes of mottled enamel. Okay? So, madami siyang research. In the classification of fluoride as a pollutant, ito yung eventually naging conclusion ng research nila, no? That the classification of fluoride as a pollutant rather than a nutrient of medicine is, or medicine is a useful starting point for analyzing the adverse effect of fluoride. So, no, there is actually no fluoride deficiency disease, okay? Wala po talagang ganon that has ever been detected in human, unlike any other diseases that we know, no? Like deficiency in vitamin D, deficiency in some sort of nutrients, no? But in terms of fluoride, wala po talaga tayo niyan. So there is no such thing as fluoride deficiency disease, and wala siya. So the basis for setting, of course, an adequate intake of fluoride rests on allegedly ability of ingested fluoride or to prevent tooth decay. So yun lang po talaga yung purpose niya. Kaya may products tayo na ganyan, no, to prevent tooth decay. And did you know actually that fluoride seems to fit in with lead, mercury, and other poisons that cause chemical brain drain? Ayan. So the effect of each toxicant may seem small, okay? Kasi syempre parang, toothpaste lang naman, di ba? Maliit lang yung may ginagamit mo. But don't you know, di ba? Pag kinumbine mo yung damage na yan on a scale level, no, it can actually become serious, especially because the brain power of the next generation is very crucial to us, especially if you're someone who is pregnant. Okay? So later on, parang anong kinalaman ng next generation? Later on, in the next slide, I will share with you the fluorides, the adverse effect on health, no, ng fluoride. So, fluoride is actually a trace mineral that is insufficient quantity, no, is harmful to mental health. So, kailangan may sufficient amount ka lang ng fluoride sa katawan. Sobrang konti lang siya, okay? But like anything else, di ba, we use fluoride. It is present on your mouthwash. It is present on your toothpaste, di ba? We use it every day and nasa mouth yan. And aminin naman natin, no, kahit paano, nalulunok naman talaga natin yan. Okay? So, fluoride tends to accumulate in mixture of both, of course, as well, healthy and unhealthy foods. So, some of the food that contains fluoride includes tea, coffee, shellfish, grapes. When you talk about grapes, this can be a form of fresh grape, raisins, wine, grape juice, and of course, fluoride is present in artificial sweeteners. Sodas, ayan, yung mahilig dito, duminom ng soft drink, may fluoride po ang inyong soft drinks. Ayan, flavored popsicles, baby foods, broths, stews, and hot cereals made with tap water. Ayan. So if fluoride fortified water is used to make these foods and drink, they will contain even more fluoride. Okay, there is actually fluoride na naman na available sa food natin, which is okay lang, no, natural. It's naturally occurring, and it's only on small amounts. But if ikaw ay mahilig sa soda, ayan, sino po yung mahilig dito sa soda, sa mga carbonated drinks, meron pong fluoride, and you are actually digesting that, and that is actually harmful for your health. So pag nakita mo dito, let's go about the plasmatoid na sa right side. Teeth, no, overexposure from combined sources can cause dental fluorosis. This is what I said, which damages the enamel, no, resulting in white or brown spots and weaker teeth. And eto later, no, I will go about this, that it affects the brain, and in infant actually it prevents no brain development. It prevents brain development. And for bones, there is as well skeletal fluorosis, which actually diminishes bone density and strength. And this is a Harvard study already, no. And of course, in thyroid, so it causes hypothyroid problems, and in your kidneys as well. Kidney patients are more susceptible, of course, to fluoride toxicity. So, ganon siya, di ba? Hindi natin alam, but every day we use fluoride. Every day, night, di ba? At least yan, meron ka night and evening, at least 2 times a day yan, at least, okay? So this is something that we really want to become mindful and really aware of now, no, this time. So ano nga ba, no? What is the fluoride's adverse effect on your health? So fluoride is actually a developmental neurotoxin. So it's a toxin in your brain. So a neurotoxin is a substance that's poisonous and destructive to the tissues in your brain, in your spinal cord, and in your nervous system. So when you talk about the neuro stuff, no, it's not only limited to the brain, but may spinal cord kasi di ba nakakabit sa brain. And of course, the whole system that works within it, which is the nervous system. So a developmental neurotoxin is one that affects the brain during the most susceptible stages of life. Of course, this is before birth and during early childhood. So meaning na before birth, pag pregnant si mommy, okay? And there is a systematic review of studies published, no, that one of the most, of course, that the recommended, it is recommended that fluoride be classified as a developmental neurotoxin along with lead, mercury, arsenic, PCBs, and toluene. Okay, so they call fluoride actually the pandemic of developmental neurotoxicity. And fluoride is the one of the biggest contributor of it. And developmental neurotoxins are linked to increases in ADHD, dyslexia, loss of IQ points. Yes, nakakababa po na IQ ang fluoride, di ba? Ayan. So that's something that you really want to look at. It, of course, promotes disruptive behavior and other cognitive impairments. Okay, so the ingestion of fluoride actually lowers IQ in children. Okay, there is a Harvard school there is a Harvard a study on ano no Harvard School of Public Health, and along with China Medical University, no, they performed a joint analysis of 27 studies of the on the effects of fluoride, no, and researchers found a strong correlation between fluoride and adverse effects on brain development since it is a neurotoxin. Okay, so children in high fluoride areas has significantly lower IQ scores than those living in low fluoride areas. And of course, kasama dyan yung paggamit mo ng iyong mga fluoride, toothpaste, mouthwash. Okay, so that's all part of it. And of course, fluoride facilitates the entry of aluminum into the brain. So in the 1970s, there is autopsies, no, and it revealed that Alzheimer patients had higher than normal concentration of neurotoxic aluminum in their brains. So it is now understood that fluoride actually plays a role in the aluminum Alzheimer's connection. So the blood-brain barrier is malamang no semi-permeable membrane designed to keep foreign substances like fluoride and aluminum out of the brain. So when aluminum comes into contact with fluoride, malamang, 'di ba? It hitches a ride. So mag-ano sila, ang tawag dito, magro-road trip sila, okay? They're going to road trip towards the brain as aluminum fluoride, and it bypasses actually the blood-brain barrier, so nakakalusot sila. And the presence of aluminum fluoride in the brain is linked to Alzheimer's disease. Okay, and next is of course fluoridated drinking water increases risk of hypothyroidism. Okay, so yung mga mahilig dyan sa mga sodas, yan, this is something that you really want to look into. Okay, and those who drink fluoride water. So fluoride, especially when added to drinking water, nearly doubles the risk of developing hypothyroidism. So pag hypothyroidism, no, so this is the underactive. Yung hypo is underactive, okay? So fluoride binds with iodine receptors in the thyroid and displacing iodine, and when there isn't no adequate iodine available, your thyroid can synthesize thyroid hormone. So this is one namang bad news for your brain again. So this can actually result to brain fog or mental fog. Okay, it results to memory loss, lack of focus, depression, anxiety, and other cognitive and mental issues. Are some of the most problematic side effect of thyroid disorders. Ayan, kaya oftentimes no people with thyroid disorders, they have symptoms that is really more related to mental illnesses. Okay, so the next one is fluoride causes nervous system degeneration. Degenerate po ng fluoride ang ating nervous system. So once fluoride crosses the blood-brain carrier, di ba nakakapas nga siya, no? It causes degeneration to certain parts of your brain, especially si hippocampus, neocortex, and cerebellum. So the hippocampus is considered the seat of memory. So siya talaga yung, let's say, the memory keeper, okay? So siya yung the seat of memory and it is critical for learning. So ito yung nagre-retain ng information natin. And it, as well no emotional regulation, and it's and shutting off the stress response. So si hippocampus yon. Now si neocortex is considered the most evolved area of your brain. It's where the brain processing, no, sensory perception, conscious thought, and language skills happens. Now, si cerebellum naman is responsible for coordination and balance. And the damage from fluoride doesn't stop at your brain. It continues now towards, of course, your spinal cord and even your sciatic nerve. Okay? So, sino po dito yung mga may sciatica? Hindi ko naman sinasabi agad fluoride yun, no? But you want to be able to stay out of the fluoride. Okay? So again, when you talk about a spinal cord, one of the spinal fluorosis, okay, it's the degenerate. It's ano yun, yung mga fluoride, mapupunta siya sa bones mo and eventually it disintegrates, no? Nade-degenerate niya yung bones mo, nag-weaken yung bones. And of course, fluoride impairs pineal gland function. So, sino ba si pineal gland? So, pineal gland is a pea-sized, malamang maliit, diba? Pea-sized structure in the brain where melatonin is actually produced. So, melatonin is known mainly as a sleep hormone. So, you see po dito yung gumagamit ng melatonin, mga nahihirapan matulog, ayan, usually melatonin supplement is what we take, okay? So, fluoride impairs the pineal gland, which is responsible for producing melatonin. Okay, so but then again, hindi lang yun, no, it's much more than that. Bakit? Because melatonin is actually a potent antioxidant that is especially protective of the brain. And it can offset the damage of serious brain disorders, including dementia and Alzheimer's. So hindi lang po pangpatulog ang ano no, ang purpose ni melatonin. It is actually an antioxidant. It gets rid of the free radicals in your health, especially no doon siya banda sa brain. So it protects actually the brain. Okay. And melatonin actually, of course, if that happens, no, it helps you to live longer. And melatonin has been shown to work at least as well as antidepressants medication and is particularly useful for a certain kind of depression known as seasonal affective disorder or SAD. And of course, the pineal gland is prone to accumulating deposits in a process known as calcification. So calcification, okay, is always caused by calcium. Okay, and these deposits can be caused by other minerals, including fluoride. Okay, which is found in strikingly high concentrations in the pineal gland, and this affects melatonin production, contributing to insomnia, depression, and accelerated brain aging. And pineal gland, of course, no, the calcification of the pineal gland is also thought to be linked to dementia and Alzheimer's. Okay, and of course, um, you have as well, no, attention disorders are linked to fluoride. So rates of attention disorders, of course, may study to no skyrocketed about the same time that fluor, fluor, fluoride, fluoridation of water supply and fluoride And I am back. Hindi yata kinaya ni internet. Si fluoridation, okay? Mahihirapan din ako bigkasin na fluoridation, okay? Again, ADHD is strongly linked, no, with fluoride, of course. Rates of attention disorders skyrocketed about the same time that fluoridation of water supplies was on the rise, especially in United States. And this may, of course, it is not actually a coincidence, no, since researchers have found a correlation between water fluoridation and ADHD. And states, of course, with the largest number of ADHD cases also have the greatest proportion of people drinking fluoridated water. So again, when you talk about fluoridated water, you want to be able to check no yung water sources mo if there's added fluoride, no. And as well, yes, Coach Nords, I'm back. And as well, no, you want to look into sodas. There are actually sodas, no, yung mga sodas natin na madami, meron po yung mga fluoride. So if you're someone who really wants to drink carbonated drinks, if you want a list of these sodas, no, feel free to connect with me. Basta technically carbohydrate, they have fluoride. So that's one of the rules, okay? So hindi lang siya dahil kailangan mo mag-avoid ng sugar, but because there is also as well fluoride in it. Okay? And of course, ayaw natin magkaroon ng lahat ng itong effect sa ating katawan. Especially, this is strongly linked to your mental health. Of course, ito siya. Okay? And of course, I didn't put here, but for your information, no, fluoride as well causes cancer. So it is a risk of cancer. And the particular cancer that is related to fluoride is osteosarcoma. So it is actually a rare type of bone cancer. So technically, no, kaya nga tayo may skeletal fluorosis kasi nagde-degenerate yung bones natin eventually, no. it can develop to a rare type of bone cancer, which is osteosarcoma. And it usually affects the larger bones in your body, and it is more common in young individuals, especially males. And as well, no, there are multiple studies that have researched the connection between fluoridated drinking water and osteosarcoma risk. And of course, yan siya, there's something that you really want to consider. Of course, again, in terms of fluoride, fluorosis, dental fluorosis, we have dental fluorosis, and we have your skeletal fluorosis, where nagde-degenerate. Your teeth is bone. Bone pa rin kasi ang teeth mo, no? And ano siya, yeah, that's part of it. And skeletal fluorosis, it's talaga literal na sa bones mo talaga siya. And eventually, the fluoride, since fluoride is as well a part of mineral, no, nagde-deposit din siya doon sa bone mo, and eventually, no, it weakens the bones. So, yun talaga siya. So, what can you do, no? As with many other nutrients, fluoride appears to be, of course, safe and effective when used and consumed in appropriate amounts. Kaya nga, ang rule dito, if it's naturally occurring, then it is actually safe. In short, food, actually, the food contains fluoride, but just a small amount. Natural water actually contains fluoride as well. As an example of that is Evian, which I drink, no. So Evian is hindi siya chemically induced, hindi siya man induced yung chemicals ng fluoride. But because 'di ba yung fluoride niya is naturally, you can find it in the soil and the rocks, no. Because of the natural filtration process of Evian, syempre dumadaan siya sa rocks, soil, 'di ba, nafi-filter siya ng rocks and everything. It actually has natural fluoride. So pag Evian yan, okay lang. And if you really look at it, mababa lang yung content niya ng fluoride. Nandun po siya sa ingredients ng Evian. I checked on it, no. But what we are saying is more of the human-induced, no. Human-induced fluoride. So yung talagang sadyang ina-add ng tao na hindi siya naturally occurring sa nature and sa food. Hindi siya natural with the food sources. So, malamang, no, along with that, like I shared, our soda, carbonated drinks, ano pa ba, yung mga water na fluoridation, okay, fluoridation ng water, yung mga sadyang nilalagyan ng fluoride na waters, no. And of course, you want to watch out with too much use of toothpaste and yung mouthwash natin because it contains high fluoride. And oftentimes, diba, since mouth yan, sabihin mo, coach, hindi ko naman nasaswallow eh. Nasaswallow mo yan, diba, may laway ka kahit nag-ano ka, kahit pa paano. Meron yan, meron siyang konting amount na nasaswallow mo yan, papunta doon sa loob ng sistema mo. So that's something that you want to look at. So again, fluoride can help prevent cavities, but ingesting it in very large amounts, it may not be large now, no, but in case of you really looking at it, no, toothpaste are really small amounts that we use each and every day, at least 2 times a day, no, at least 2 times a day. Tapos pag nag-ano pa, nagma-mouthwash ka pa, diba? So eventually, if you compound everything, no, it eventually becomes, it eventually has large amounts. So you want to be able to look at it and be mindful of it because it may again lead to serious health issues, especially related to your mental health. And then again, like just it's an interview, no, in Authority Magazine, without mental health, there is actually no health. So it's something that you want to look at. So what can you do, no, in order to provide, in order to prevent this from happening? Then of course you want to be able to opt for purified drinking water that has gone through reverse osmosis or purification system. And you want to be able to avoid toothpaste with fluoride in favor of brands without fluoride. So you want to really look into these brands. And the brand that I switch now, no, the brand that I am using now is Atomy. It is more of bee propolis, and if you know, no, bee propolis is natural antibacterial and antifungal properties, and hindi mo talaga masyado malalasahan si fluoride. There is actually still fluoride in that toothpaste. I checked, no, meron naman, but in small amounts only. Small amount, so that is good. So more of, instead of relying sila sa fluoride to protect your to protect your teeth, no, it's more of they're relying on the bee propolis. So you want to be able to really switch your products, okay? You want, again, syempre, di mo naman pwedeng sabihin hindi ka na magtutoothbrush, no? Hindi naman siya feasible. So you just want to be able to really replace or switch your Colgates, your toothpaste right now. Okay, so that's something that you really want to look at. So that's it for our session for this afternoon in terms of how fluoride actually affects your brain and what can you do about it. And of course, as I end this conversation, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional certified life coaches. So if you are not yet a smart holder of B-Learning e-card, and of course, you are still missing the opportunities, the perks that we are enjoying, and of course, today is the best time for you to take action by connecting with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to join the B-Learning Society, which is the 10th maker of B-Learning Homes for Mental Fitness. So what do you get, no, as a B-Learning e-card holder? So you get to enjoy 5% food and beverage discount from Decaf Coffee Republic. You get the full access to mental model master classes by Master Kuche, which happens every fourth Saturday of the month. Plus, you get to benefit from a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. So you want to be able to save the date on October 23 at 7 p.m. for next month's no mental model masterclass, where Master Coach will teach about the thought leadership mental model mastery. So you want to be able to pioneer and become a thought leader. This is the perfect mental model masterclass for you. So for more information and registration assistance, connect with Coach Giselle through 0917-586-1661. And of course, for individuals who intend to embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach and joining us in the profession, Master Coaching now offers proactively co-create life coach certification program. So this is actually a comprehensive approach to learning and mastering life coaching as an active process of creating a new path to achieving results in life, so that success is inevitable in every coaching relationship. So this includes a 21-day web-based learning, a 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and a 3-day live business bootcamp with senior coaching team. So the program package also comes with many other bonuses. So connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to discover the opportunities waiting for you in this profession. So do join us for another coaching conversation tomorrow with Coach Orville for Coaching for Courageous Living at 10 a.m., with Master Coach Asmin for Coaching for Frontliners at 2 p.m., and with Coach Joanna for Coaching for Moms in Transition at 4 p.m. So once again, this is Coach Candee Teng from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk, because coaches like us think and talk like this, and this is us in the Philippines. Labang boom, labang boom, labang boom. Bye-bye.